Here I come to wreck the day. He really loves it, doesn't he? Hey, well, yeah. So I have made a start on my last vlog. If you've seen it, if you haven't, I'd like to put your link up there, but I haven't got a clue how to do it. But anyway, I've made a start on the Rusty Droid. It's the rustiest one anyone's ever seen in their entire life. So I had a couple of eyes. So I thought, right, I'm going to do one dead rusty and one nice and clean. And when I finished the clean one, don't tell Dee, but I did make another droid just to put it on. But anyway. Oh, don't forget, if you do like it, give us a thumbs up. And, where are we? As I said before, don't forget to share, because sharing is caring. Monday. Oh. What? Pale ale? Oh. Hey? You sure that's pale ale? Alright. It's gone 12 o'clock. Right then. The other droid I've built, it might not be stopping. But, I mean, it would help out on the farm, wouldn't it? Because Luke doesn't call round anymore. What? He's still chubbing about that. He's just using that as an excuse, I'm telling you. Just because I said I thought he looked like Jodie Foster. That lad, he's just got no sense of humour.
Luke's just not a farmer, Owen.
No, you're right, Aunt Luke isn't a farmer. I've got concrete evidence of that. Echo 3 to Tango 1 Juliet Oh, sorry. Luke, I know you're there, mate. Uncle Owen has proper spat the dummy. Yeah, he wants all those moisture evaporators emptied on the north ridge before the two suns go down.
That's impossible!
Oh, I'll tell you what. Join me on the south ridge, and then, you know, we'll get them emptied, and then we can watch the two moons come up while some saucy music's playing.
I'll never join you!
Oh, I'll tell you what, Luke. Before you go, mate, does your phone do this? Oh, he's always got sand in his face. Anyway, back to it. So yeah, here's me rusty eye, which will go on the Rusty Droid. Well, what does it matter if you haven't heard of a rusty eye before? You've heard of a rusty bullet, Tom? Where have you heard that? It won't be off 3PO. He's been hanging around with the two chrome robots from Battlestar Galactica. Whoopie-doo. Honestly, well, don't stop. You two keep an eye on him. So, anyway, so this will go on my other droid. So, what I'm going to do is, as always, I'm going to let this idiot explain. As you can see, I've just sprayed the eyelets gloss black to make a start. And then I decided to go out and get some reference photographs. Oh, got a bit close there. And as you can see, I'm not brilliant with the camera. all masked off now and ready for action, and I'm just picking the worst one to do as the rusty one. Now we just need some stuff to make the rust. Just some cheap and nasty super glue, because this, I don't want this to actually lift or come off at all, so I thought I'd use super glue. And what I'm going to use as the main roughness is some multi-finish, some plasterer's multi-finish. There you go, just dabbling it on now. Like he knows what he's doing. A bit of the bran flakes. More of the same. I'm afraid I've got no music that's uncopyrighted, so I'm afraid you're gonna have to bear with me on this one. Tiddly dee, tiddly tam, tiddly boo. You give love a bad name. Oh, a bit more. I thought I'd use a bit of foil as though the rust is eaten underneath the paint and the paint's been peeling off. I have used a lot of foil before in my smaller models, like for straps and tarpaulins and stuff on tanks, and I thought, yeah, why not just bring that into the rusty eye domain. Don't forget the bottom. Surprised what you miss when you turn stuff upside down. So a bit more of the cheap and nasty super glue, a few more of the bran flakes, then no doubt he's going to go for some of the multi-finish. Tiddly tum, tiddly tee, tiddly woo. Tear your teeth out, tell me what's wrong. And there's no way you can deny it. Oh, now this super glue is quite scary. It's very, very weak, the pink stuff is. In fact, I know that my local model shop that was run by Tim Turpin, I actually said to him, even if I come in begging for this super glue, do not sell it to me again, because I have glued my fingers together so many times. It's madness. You think, oh, it's there. It's not. It's over there. It just runs like water. So he says, why don't you put some gloves on? I just left. Tiddly tum, tiddly tee. Oh. Stages. Obviously, that's going to be the clean eye. And now we have the rusty eye. It's the final countdown to Ludo. Yeah, obviously now a bit of blue on the clean eye. Now the closest blue I find to R2 blue is Ford Poseidon blue. And then what I sometimes do is, because apparently, so a bloke told me down the pub, is the Pepsi blue that was used in the 70s has a little bit of a purple tinge. So I believed him. He didn't look like he was fibbing. And I just give a little dust of purple on. You can hardly tell it's there, but I know it's there. Now back to the rusty eye. Basically I got some green left over from spraying a motorbike, and I thought, yeah, let's do a green eye. And obviously just going to give it some really decent thick layer of lacquer to hold everything together for the battering that's going to come. Now we're just starting off with a sort of a neutral, earthy, light brown, beige colour. I think he maybe chucked a bit of buff in as well. Yeah, right. And now it's the darker colour, sort of like a rusty reddy brown. I think I've run out of red brown at this point in time, and that's more of an orangey colour which I've made, and I use for a bit of clear red in and clear orange, which is good for bringing the colours out of the layer underneath. Now I'm just darkening around where the raised bits are, as if the rust is very aggressive there and has had a chance to eat in. Yeah, I'm getting good at this, aren't I? Well, I'm going to get into this narration, I'll say it now. Today. Yeah, and sometimes if you just want a quick clear layer between stuff, because I'm tired of drawing, I just got a load of Johnson's floor polish and I just quickly stick down the airbrush and away with the mixer. As you can see, it's quite mottly, very airbrushed, as I would call it. Now I'm going to use some Terps based oil paint and just do a few runs on it, and because of the clear layer I put on of the lacquer, it should run quite nice. Because I'm sure you all know, if you are doing washes, if you need to keep them tight, then you've got to use them on a gloss surface. And then a nice little cotton bud just to blend stuff in. And even if you want to take stuff off, you can dip the cotton bud in Terps and smack the top edges. And now I think this is a little buff colour. Sometimes I put a little bit of oil on, buff oil, and then scrape it downwards, and it makes lovely little sort of like rain stains, if there is such a thing, rain stain. Now it's just a very light dusting of a brown colour just to marry everything in, to hopefully make it look a bit more natural. And now I'm just sort of putting I'm using gloss, but with a little bit of brown in, because I do think that R2's eye looks better with a little bit of brown instead of a solid gloss, like an iron colour. Very good. And obviously now that it's gloss and I've used acrylics for that, I'm dusting on a bit of Terps based brown, and then I'm just fetching it off with a tissue dipped in Terps, and they'll just leave it all in the nooks and crannies. Have it. Oh yeah, I just thought I'd demonstrate. I did put a few little pastels on it after, and I thought it'd be better for me to demonstrate on just something I've got lying around, and this is just an old model that I haven't got around to finishing yet. Now the first method is going to be, if you're really confident on whatever you're going to throw on it, you want it to stay there, then this is the way. A bit of matte varnish sponged on, and then just chuck your pastels on, or pigments, or whatever you want to call them. I forget and just call them pastels, because back in the early 90s, when we didn't have the pigments about, we just ground down pastels. And steady, steady. But the next method was shown to me by a very clever man of the club. I think he got there on a magic carpet. Honestly, he's awesome. And basically you just sprinkle the pastels on, and then, because if you're not sure whether you like some or you don't, basically just with a bit of Tamiya clear thinners, just dab near the ones that you want to stay and that you like, and just let it run on them, and it'll just hold them there. And then when you get to like, yeah, I just want that one, I want that one, and a few there, and then once you get to the stage where that's enough now, you can just blow off what you don't want. That's the more safe way. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. So yeah, hopefully you'll stay with me, because I'm going to build a droid, and I'm trying to get him this rusty. I'm going to get him this rusty. So basically every panel I'm going to try and do this technique and put loads of stuff on him and do him green, and then I'll perhaps do the body a cream beige colour, because I do like Castrol Racing colours, which is like a cream. And what gets me with them is it would look good even with the oil stains, because like there's the old adverts, isn't there, where, you know, you get the old Castrol tin with all the oil coming down. I thought, God, yeah, I might do a droid them colours. So yeah, there's plenty to do, and so I'm going to try and get all these bits on his legs and all this rusty. So yeah, hopefully you'll stay tuned with that, because it would be cool to sort of, and I've actually got a couple of feet without the battery boxes on, so that'd be cool. I might not put them on, but have wires coming out, as if that's where he stopped, that's why he's so rusty, you know what I mean? Because he hasn't got any battery boxes, he can't go anywhere, can he? So yeah, so stay tuned, and what we'll do is, that's not your finest hour with Aaron, D. You sure it's pale ale? So yeah, keep up the good work all out there, because I know you're all smashing and bashing as well. So and as always, guys, be nice to each other. Ta-ra. Well, let's just make it, and you know, if you like what you see, give us a, if you don't like it, then give us a if you do like it, share it, because as we know, sharing is caring. I need to start all this again, it's madness.